Some ladies even prefer to stay here, and they are asking their family back home. They're asking their families back home every 3 months to send them money to go for visa change, and they are rejecting jobs. It doesn't make sense. You have a job you can do, but you say no, you cannot do the job, and every 3 months you have to ask your families back home to send you money again. You are abroad. You are the one to support them, not asking them to send you money so you can go for visa change. So you have to think very well before you act. Like seriously. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing great. So today I'm back again with another video. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please don't forget to click and subscribe, and also give this video a thumbs up. And if you're my returning subscriber, thank you all for your constant love and support. I really appreciate you all. So today guys, I'm going to be talking about how you can actually avoid UAE ban or blacklist. So let's get right into the video. Welcome back guys. Oh my god, the breakout on my face is out of this world. So for those of you who do not know, UAE is a very beautiful, peaceful and secure country to travel to. It's among the safest countries in the world. Yeah, but in fact they are open to everyone. They are open to every nationality, and they have this respect for women that I cannot explain. The locals are so open, they are so welcoming, like they treat everyone the same. Yeah, but at the same time they have their laws that you cannot go against. So if you're in UAE or you're planning to travel to UAE, you should know all these things before coming to UAE. Yeah, their laws can be really tough. They are very peaceful people, very peaceful people, but don't go against their laws, because if you go against their laws, either you'll be banned or you'll be blacklisted. So you have to be really careful. And my main focus is labor law. Those who are coming in search of jobs, those who are planning to come to look for jobs, those who are already here searching for the jobs. You should learn from the mistakes of others, right? So if you are coming to search for a job, before going into any job, make sure you go through your contract very well before you sign. Don't rush to sign anything because you're desperate. I did a video like this before, I think some few months back. So this is just an update. If you're going in for a job, make sure you check, like go through your contract very well. This thing I'm saying here is not a joke. If you want to stay on the safe side in UAE when it comes to labor laws, you have to be careful, because it's from the beginning. When you get a job, make sure you go through your contract very well. Don't be desperate. Go through your contract. You should know if your contract is limited or unlimited, because UAE has limited and unlimited contract. And you should check the conditions of the job before you sign. Don't go and sign a contract and then maybe after 1 or 2 months you are like, I cannot do this job anymore, I want to leave, because the conditions of the work is not good. So be careful. It's very important for you. Be careful. And for the people who are already here working, maybe you just started working, you have not seen all, you just started, you have to be very careful, because when it gets to that point in which you cannot take it anymore, you want to quit, you have to think about the after effect, the ban or the blacklist. You have to think about it very well. So if you're already working and you are experiencing all these things already which I'm talking about, and you're thinking like, I want to leave my job, I don't want to do this anymore. Think very well. You have to think very, very well before you take any decision that is going to affect you for the rest of time. Yeah, 2 years is nothing for the limited contract. If you want to stay away from any problem, any ban, any blacklist, you just have to be good. You just have to you have to persevere. That is the only thing that can save you. If you're doing any job that you don't like, you have not completed even 1 year, you have not completed even 6 months, and you're thinking you want to leave, you cannot do the job anymore. My dear, my advice for you is to persevere. 2 years is nothing. You should persevere and finish the job. At least 1 year. If you finish 1 year, it's okay. You can deal with that. But if you have not completed even 1 year and you want to leave, you have to be very careful. Yeah, you have to be very, very careful, because they are going to put a ban on you, or they will blacklist you. So it's very simple to avoid you a ban or blacklist. You just need to be good. For those of you going in for housemaid nanny jobs, make sure you go through your contract very well. Understand your contract. Is it limited? Is it unlimited? Is the position live in? Is it live out? The salary, the hours of work, and how many kids the family is having, and you should know all those things. Yeah, you should know all those things. Are you alone, or do they have other nannies or housemates in the house? You should try to know all those things. All right, if you know all those things, I'm talking to you guys based on my own experience, because that is what I did. That is the first job I did when I came to UAE. As I said in my previous video, I did housemaid nanny job, and it was a live-in position. It was not really easy for me, so I went through a lot, but all stories are not the same. All right, some people are enjoying housemaid nanny jobs. Yeah, they are with good families, they live like they are in their home country, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so if you are going in for housemaid nanny job, as I said in my previous video, I was not prepared for it. Physically, I was not prepared. Mentally, I was not prepared. I just rushed into it just like that, and I had no one to advise me then. So if you are going into a housemaid nanny job, be positive. Don't think about all those negative stories people are saying on social media and so on. Just be positive, and you should know that this is not your home country. You came here to work, do your job, get paid, and go home. That is it. You did not come here to be pampered. You came to work. So you just have to understand everything before you go into somebody's house. Make sure you talk with the person, tell the person your likes and your dislikes. Try to know what the person, know everything about the work, know everything, and tell the person how you want the work to be for you, because it's not a one-sided something, it's 50-50. Yeah, so you have to talk to the person also, because if you just go into it and anything they tell you, you just say yes, anything they tell you, just say yes, at the end of the day, you will not do the job. Yeah, even 6 months might not even meet you there, and you might have a ban, you might be blacklisted, and so you have to try to avoid all those things. Try to know everything about your work before you even start. You know, some of these families are so nice, like they are so good. If you are good to them, they will be good to you also, but if you are not good, then they will treat you the way you want to be treated. So we should not keep always thinking that these people are bad. They are not bad. Some of them are really good. Everybody is not the same. Like I always say, we are different people, we have different characters. Some are really good. If you're good to them, you take care of their home, you take care of their kids, there's no way they will pay you back with anything bad. You understand? So it's from the beginning. Just know your contract, know what you're supposed to do, tell them what you want and what you don't want. If the salary is not okay for you from the beginning, try to talk with them. Tell them this salary is not okay and this is what I want. I think I'll be working from this time to this time and I have to sleep at this time. Talk with them. They are human beings just like you and they understand. But if you go there and you don't say anything they tell you, you said yes. Anything they tell you, you said yes. And you are going into their home, you don't even know how many kids, if they have other nannies, if they have housemaid, if they have cook, if they have all those things. And maybe they propose a kind of salary to you, you don't even know your working time, your working hours. And you just say yes. You go into their homes and you start seeing different things, because some of them, they have really big families. Yeah, if you're there as a housemaid nanny, you know that the work will be different from someone with a very small family. So you have to know all those things before you go into their homes to work. Some of you are out there, like I meet a lot of ladies like every day. They have been here, they have no job, and when you talk to them, they'll keep telling you, no, I cannot do housemaid nanny job, I cannot do housemaid nanny job. What are you doing to yourself? You're killing your own self. You don't have any skills. You don't have, like, because with this kind of job, you don't need any kind of special skills to go in for a housemaid nanny job. When you go there, they just need to tell you, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. But you cannot be saying, I cannot do housemaid nanny job when you don't have any skills that can get you a better job. You're there for more than 1 year, more than 2 years, you don't have any job. Your friends are there making money as housemaid nannies. You are there just wondering about, you don't have a job. But yet you say you cannot do housemaid job, you cannot do nanny job. Doesn't make sense. If you see a good family, why not do a housemaid nanny job? Go for it. Some people are there enjoying the work. Like seriously, it's just your initial agreement with the family. Discuss, talk with the family, tell them what you want, what you don't want, and that is it. You enjoy your work. But if you don't say anything, like just go, they tell you this is what you do, there is no room for you to stay, this is what you just say yes, and then when you get into it, you cannot take it anymore, you want to leave. See all those things from the beginning, because even before you start working, you go for interview in the person's home. So when you go to the home, you get to know all those things. If you cannot do it, just don't go in for it because you are desperate. If you see that the environment is not conducive, like you cannot stay there, the conditions of the work are not good, it's better you look for another family. Don't go there and then at the end of the day, you still put yourself into problem, like maybe running away, or you start fighting your employer, you want to leave, then you have a ban. They'll blacklist you and you put yourself into problem. So it's better you know all these things from the beginning before you sign the contract. You are here to work. You cannot come into another person's country and you are telling them what, like, I don't know, you are saying you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, this is the kind of work you want to do, yet you are not making any effort. Like, okay, like these courses I always talk about all the time. If you are not working, how will you get the money to go into those courses? You need money to go into those courses. So if you are not working, you have to start from somewhere. And that somewhere is, if you have no skills, you can start as a housemaid nanny. Tomorrow you will share your testimony. Don't sit there and be saying, I want to take a course, I want to do this. When you don't have money, how will you do the course? You need to start from somewhere. Forget about your level of education. If you have your master's degree or whatsoever, this is not your country. This is another man's country, all right? Any available, like, decent job, just go for it. Do it, save some money, and from there, you do something else with your life. You cannot just sit back and you see your family is back home are there waiting for you to help them, to support them. So you cannot sit and say, no, I cannot do housemaid nanny job, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. They give you this one, you say, no, you don't want. You don't want to do a cleaner job, you don't want to do housemaid nanny job, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. For me, it's funny. Like, seriously, start from somewhere. Tomorrow, you reach that level in which you want to be. And again, you all know that You cannot stay here if you don't have a resident visa and your Emirate ID. And to get that is only for you to secure a job so your employer can provide that for you, because you cannot do that on your own. I will not even advise anybody to do a personal resident, because it will make you lazy. Like, it will make you really lazy. If you go and spend money and do a personal resident like I see some people doing, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, because at the end of the day, if you get a job, a better job, they will still have to cancel that your own personal resident that you spend money to do, and the company will have to provide you with their own. When you have your own personal resident, you don't take anything serious, because any place you go to work, you don't want to take any stress, you just leave. So it will not help you in any way. It's better you look for a job and your company will provide you with all those things, your resident visa and your Emirate ID. And you know that you are under that company, so you take your work seriously. With your own personal resident, you will not take anything serious at the end of the day. Some ladies even prefer to stay here, and they are asking their family back home. They are asking their families back home every 3 months to send them money to go for visa change, and they are rejecting jobs. It doesn't make sense. You have a job you can do, but you say no, you cannot do the job, and every 3 months you have to ask your families back home to send you money again. You are abroad. You are the one to support them, not asking them to send you money so you can go for visa change. So you have to think very well before you act. Like, seriously. The way time flies, you will not even understand. You will come here, you say, I cannot do housemaid nanny job, I cannot do this. At the end, before you know it, 1 year has already passed by. 2 years, 3 years, nothing to show. So it's better you start from somewhere. That is my advice for you all today. Thank you all for watching, and please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and share if possible. I love you all one by one.